Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the breakfast show. This is Martin here. And of course, we have seen little Donald Trump comment with regards to the overall stock market. And what did he say? He said that he will impose 100% tariff on China, as such that the market was up when I was watching it, and by the time I got up on Saturday morning, you would have known that the Nasdaq Dow has fallen by a three-digit figure. I think Nasdaq went down by 1,200%. Perhaps for those of you who have missed out, and I was talking about that correction, all right, is this coming? All right, well, I'll talk more about this on this coming Wednesday, so make sure you join me then. But for this morning, we will focus on the SmartRobie and some of the stocks that we have talked about in here previously using Pentagon Guider in SmartRobie, and definitely looking at the US market. The only guide, now keep in mind, this breakfast show is the focus on the beginner onboarding for the US market, which is primarily focused on the Pentagon Guider here. Alright, so we focus on the Pentagon Guider. There we can see that this buying at the Green Pentagon really pay reward, as you can see from our winner here, Mr. Yi, and also so forth. And also check out our monthly return from our website, as well as our win rate that you will see in the our trading board here. Now, of course, how to use SmartRobie? We have three features, which is the buy and sell call that we have, and second one is to analyze it, and the third is the stopwatches. Now, for those of you who are following me on the onboarding advanced user, I've usually shared with you the steps that I need to do, right, including using the watch list, the buy call, and how to make a call. Of course, this is for paper trading, so you can learn it too, and that's for the Bursa Malaysia market in here. I haven't made any trades since then, so it's purely up to you. The whole point is you can trade every day if you want to, or you don't have to trade every day, and that's the whole function of it. Okay, so do follow me on that advanced user onboarding for the SmartRobie intraday trade or premium trades. Now, this morning we will focus on the US market, and of course US market is powered by Pentagon Guider, many of you, giving the buy and sell signal. Alright, so as you can see, also in our list, the usual morning, there is actually 6 options up here. Just behind me, this is my phone that I'm showing you, and you can see S&P 500, that's the one we always look at. And this morning we'll focus on the beginner, which is the Robie FA, but Pentagon is purely our focus this morning here. Alright, so let's take a look at the S&P 500. So we hit on that. And of course, we saw the big fall off that we see in S&P 500. You can see NVIDIA down 5%, Intel down 3%, the S&P is down 2.5%. A lot of them, large China stocks. AMD down 7%. Big gainer were AutoZone, the others. Pepsi Cola did hit higher, and that's going to be one of our Pentagon pick too. Healthcare, consumer, these are S&P 500. All right, so let's take a look at the chart just below here. Hit that, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. It looks very horrible. All right, this was a big sell-off after Trump made that statement about the tariff that would come in November 1st, if that's pretty soon. Okay, and today I just checked the comment. He said that will be fine. Now remember, Donald Trump with his weather behavior, he can say one thing and do another thing, so the stock market is going to take that hit. But I think overall he would not jeopardize his cronies and his own business in there. He will eventually become taco, okay, meaning he will chicken out with the Chinese in there. All right, he's always been a bully in this case, so I think that he would act in the interest of the stock market. So this up here is a clue for those of you who miss out and wanted to buy back, but you want to see the market stages first before you do anything. All right, that's my my advice to you, for those of you. All right, let's get on to the others, and we will look at the others options in here. Now, of course, we've done the US market, the very quick one. That's the one. There are other option top volume. We just reviewed them. Next is the Pentagon Guider. Now, if we look at Pentagon Guider, which is the our flagship collection shares, we also look in the past. Now, do take note. One good research that we have done, I would say that 10% of the US market, okay, that is moving up, the S&P 500, has been contributed by the AI and magnificent stocks, the tech sectors, whereas the others is just like floating sideways. So that's why some of the stock pick I have to preempt you. If it's not in those sectors that we talk about, either AI, generally they don't do so well. All right, so you just need to focus on those if you want to do well, but occasionally we wanted to able to diversify out and then do from there. So you can use this, our stock trade idea. This is the Google sheet, all right, where you can update and build something that we see. Okay, now on the SmartRobie sheet here, this is this sheet that I will show you, right, just now. So you have in front of me is the stocks that I picked. So I'm just going to switch on to Pentagon. All right, you can see here. So I hit the Pentagon Guider stocks. So there is first one, United Airlines. I generally don't like airlines, okay, because they are susceptible to a lot of so-called macroeconomics. Like now we are seeing the government shutdown. So a lot of the traffic controller is not coming to work. So that will have a delay on many of the flights and then also impact the eventual revenues or earnings of those airlines. So there's only two stocks you can see from here. 13th of October that I like is the Pepsi, okay, which is food and beverage, right? And that's more like a very solid dividend. And the other one is CME. Now CME is a commodity exchange, whereas Pepsi is food and beverage. Let's take a look at the first one. And of course you can just scroll to the right. You can see here AI sentiment, and those two are very positive, and the win rate from the past 10-15 trades is about 45%, so it's still 50. US sentiment for red Pentagon turned red, right? We just saw, right, because of new likely or new unlikely tariff imposed on China by Trump, and that's causing this market to sell off. So let's take a look at Pepsi, first one, PEP, and we'll look at the fundamentals. So if you look at fundamentals, is pretty good. 6 out of 8, right? The PE is 25 times, but the ROE is certainly good, 39%. Every sector is 3, and it pays a 4% dividend, okay? So that's why it's pretty decent in here. It's not too expensive too, okay? And that's, let's look at the chart. And I'll look at the chart. I'll flick it in here. Now chart is pretty good. It had a long base support at 140. You can see right now. And after the green pentagon, usually when you spotted it, the green pentagon, the entry price is at the opening of the green pentagon, which is in this case, I've just mouse over it here. You can see from there is 145.63 cents. Okay, so now the market is close up to $150. You might have to wait for the pullback to it. So sometimes it's always good to check it earlier, right, the night before or before the market opens, and then by the time I check it, the market already started to move. Okay, so the buy call, let's look at the buy call here. Trading plans. Okay, you can see the buy call here is buy below $145. Can you see that? Just on top of me here, $145. That's the one we were looking for in here. Hold 6 to 8 weeks. Now, right now, you need to wait for the pullback to come. And TP is 150 or 157. Okay, right now, so 150 already hit it. So you have to go for 104.57 in here. Okay, next we're going to look at CME. Now CME is a commodity, exchange, look at the stock fundamentals, and it's only 1 out of 8. You can see the return on equity is 13%, doesn't pay a dividend, so Pepsi is better. Okay, let's look at the chart. And you can see from the chart wise here, and again a nice base building also. Previously in August was around 280. I think it's going to go back up to the 280 mark here. Market's moving up, so that may be significantly positive, right? But who knows? The current market condition might make the market pull back. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market, definitely. But it is Green Pentagon, and we will come back and look at it next week too. Okay. So those are the two stocks that we have. Now let's look back on the stock trade idea options that we did last month. So the last one was on the 18th. We have Apple, JCI, and Airbnb. Apple did make move higher, right, and run about another hit about 5.6%. JCI didn't make it, and it eventually turned red pentagon. Airbnb, a lot of the stocks I said before, generally those are technology stocks. They will fare much better. All right, if they are not technology stocks, they tend to flatten a bit in here after turning the green, but people will sell to it. Now these two again, Pepsi and CME, are not technology stocks, right? CME is commodity exchange. Pepsi is food and beverage, but it does offer some sort of a diversification out from your options that we have in here. Okay, those are the two. Some of them hit pretty high. Right now the market seems to be moving sideways, but that's the general idea. Okay, if you are trading the Magnificent 7 or AI stocks, you need to be in and out constantly for that one to trade well, especially in this market, a bit choppy, depending on what Trump will say and so forth. Okay, and so there are 6 options. Check it out. We done the past trade here, and the Pentagon Guider means we are looking for the beginning of a trend, which means we wanted to buy because that's the market stages where the accumulation, right? We done the Pentagon, and for our Shara friends, if you want to check out which stock is perhaps Shara compliance, you can go to this website wahed.com/ml. MLAL, that's a holding stocks, and Pentagon Guider, green to buy, red to sell. All right, so that's where we are using the watch list, as I said before, for our SmartRobie advanced user. You can use it to track it if it hits or not. Okay, so that's it. And don't forget, we have a CPE course coming up on 29th of November. That's the one. This is an old date, so you can register for it. So those of you who want your 10 points. So that's all we have for this morning. And do sign up for our YouTube if you have not done so. And if you have any stocks that you want me to look at, feel free to pencil in there. If not, I'll see you on Wednesday and give you an update on what's happening in the market. All right. Don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram chat if you have not done so. With that, I bid you a good trading week ahead. It's going to be a choppy one. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.